need to back up from the light because you it's just making it, it's not happening. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel.
Welcome back to my channel.
We are going to be doing a fun video for you guys. Obviously my sister is back. We are going to be doing a unboxing, first impressions, kind of like finding our shade in the new Beauty Blender foundation that everybody has been talking about and dragging online. So this is going to be a pretty hot and juicy video for you guys.
In this video we will also show you guys the comparison because she does have more red undertones and I do have more yellow undertones. So you guys are going to get a good idea of how these foundations apply and what skin tones they go well with. Okay? Alright, so let's jump into the video.
Stupid. Alright guys, so we are going to jump into this. We are going to be doing swatches. Since both of us are here today, we are going to be focusing on the medium to dark shade. Since my sister is a couple shades lighter than me, she will be covering the lighter shades and then I will be focusing on the darker shades. And we are going to be doing like chest swatches so you guys can get a better idea of what they look like rather than doing them on the back of our... So this is what... It's huge. Literally, you guys, Beauty Blender sent out a PR package that was literally a giant beauty blender. I will insert some footage so you guys can see that. But this is what we have for the medium to dark shade.
And it's heavy.
It's heavy as hell.
It's heavy.
So, not too many dark shades. You just got a little...
Got a little corner.
Yeah, we got
a little back of the bus.
A little groove. Okay, but honestly though, I think it may just be the frosted packaging. We're gonna do some close-up on the packaging though. So yeah.
So this foundation is already available. It's $40 and it comes in 32 shades, but about 5 of those we can.
So this is what the packaging looks like. Right here it has a part where you can put your foundation on and I guess it drips out, and then this is the front of it. So you have like the frosted glass and then it has the name of the foundation, the bounce, and then it has the presser and you can unlock and lock it, which I think is really cool because sometimes these foundations will fall out and nobody wants to deal with that. It's the Bounce Liquid Whip Long Wear Foundation. That is what it looks like.
So we're gonna test out.
Yeah, we are going to
test
these out. So on the PR package, they gave us a little booklet. It has the shades on them. You guys really can't see it because it's white, but it has kind of like these shades and kind of like skin colors so you can kind of see. Okay, so it goes light, medium, medium plus, and then deep. So there are 6 light, medium, and 14 medium plus, 7 deep. So there's a lot of medium plus and there's just a lot of light to medium and not enough of medium to dark. And I think that's one of the biggest problems. I feel like if you're gonna have a big shade range, 40 of them don't need to be all light and then 2 of them dark. It really needs to be equal. So if you're gonna have 15 light shades then, or light to medium, then you need to have 15 medium to dark shades and have a good range of dark shades, not just go from a caramel color then jump to a cocoa and be like, oh, we have a whole bunch of shades for you guys, because that's just not right.
If Rihanna can do it, you guys can do it.
Seriously.
Okay?
It's really not that hard. I felt after Rihanna, like, there really needs to be a bar that is set, and you guys
need to meet with her and see what her process was and what she did. And we shouldn't always have to mix to get our shade. No one wants to buy 2 bottles of foundation at $30.
Okay, you guys, so we picked out 4 shades from the medium to deep range. A lot of them look really, really light. So I have 4 shades and she has 4 shades. So we're gonna do some chest swatches so you guys can see the comparison. So that's what we're gonna do first. So we're gonna start from light to dark. She has these 4 shades before mine, and then I have the 4 shades at the end.
Oh, I have to unlock it.
Yeah, you have to unlock it first. And please don't squirt that on my floor.
I don't. Oh, there it goes.
So that's how you do it. You press it. It's kind of hard to press. And then it runs down just like that. So what are you doing? That one is, she's doing 3.5, what is that? 3.75.
3.75.
Oh yeah, that's hella light. Woo!
It's not medium.
Yeah, that's hella light. Okay.
This is very light. This one's 4.10. Now I'm gonna do 4.20.
That one's a little warmer.
Yeah, that's a little warmer. These are very cool toned. So hopefully this last one is gonna be a bit warmer, and this is gonna be 4.30.
Ooh, I like that shade.
There you go.
So those are an up close view of these shades. You have 3.75, 4.1, 4.2, and 4.3.
So you can see it starts out really cool and then it gets warmer.
Yeah, so this is the last one of the medium shade, and then, or the medium plus shade.
Yeah.
And then these are the beginning of the deep shades. Okay, so now I'm going to do the rest of the deep shades. So this is going to be very interesting. The first one I'm going to start off with is 4.40. Actually, I'm going to do this one on you too though, because I want to see because how it just jumps. So you see there's not really that much of a range like in between these colors. It literally just jumps from different color to color.
Yeah, there's no half tones like the in between.
Yeah, right there, definitely mixed in with my skin.
So that's actually a nice color.
Yeah, but you see, that's the only thing about it though, because I feel like I'm in like the average dark shade. Like I'm usually that shade that gets a color, you know?
Yeah.
Even though it'll be a weird color that I'll have to work with, but I feel like I always have this weird shade. But then it's not fair to people who are darker than me or have different undertones, because then it's like they're mixed, they're like weird. So the next one I'm gonna do is 4.5.
And even though the glass is frosted, I still feel like you get the color that is showing.
Yeah, definitely red. So we're getting a little bit more warmth. This one is more yellow, golden, and this one is definitely more of a pinky red undertone. I will be zooming in, so don't worry if you can't really tell which colors are, you know, what. Yeah. I don't know if we forgot to mention, but every foundation, it comes with 1.0 flow ounces or 30 milliliters. So I feel like that is it's a good, for $40 though, I don't know. You gotta work this, guys. Oh my gosh, look at that. I'm pumping.
I think you have to hold it up straight.
I'm pumping. Here it comes. Why spit it out like that?
It spits it out like poop.
And this one is 4.6. And then the next one is 4.7, which is the last shade.
In the dark, deep range?
In the deep range.
So this is all you get for the deep range,
which doesn't honestly look much different. This is the last shade, and this is the one I just did, which was 4.6. This is 4.7. So not that much different in like when you first see it. Maybe this one is a little bit more rich and this one is a little bit more golden, but yeah. So I'm gonna swatch 4.7, the last shade. So this is what we have for the deep range. Deep range starts right here, this shade. So these four, and then this one is the same shade just on my chest, which is probably my color, obviously. Deep range literally only gets, what is that, like 7 colors?
Yeah. And
the first 3, honestly,
are very light.
Yeah.
They should not be considered medium deep.
Yeah, so that is what you get.
These definitely go in the more cool and lighter shades.
Yeah, so she's definitely considered deep, even though she is low-key like a little bit light skinned, a little bit of a lighter, you know, like
I have a lot of yellow undertones.
Yeah. So the only thing we're noticing right now that they've been sitting on our chest is that they are oxidizing just a little bit. Like this one started out lighter on her and it's gotten darker like while I was doing my swatches. Yeah, it's so crazy how things look different on different skin tones. This one is definitely that Oompa Loompa color that everybody was talking about, that is like an orange shade.
Yeah.
And it's so crazy because like if they could do in between colors of these, they'd be set, but they just give you these shades. So we're gonna go ahead and figure out which shade is our shade and then apply it and see how it applies. So we'll be right back. Okay, so now we are gonna go ahead and apply it to our face. I thought that one thing was cool was that they added beauty blenders that match each shade, so that's kind of cool. You like that?
That's cool.
I like that.
So there's even like dark brown beauty blenders in there.
I'm gonna show you some of the other lighter shades that came with it.
Show them the dark brown.
This is the darkest one, and she's using like the third to last, so I think that's cute. So I think that I'm gonna go with the shade 4.4.
And I'm gonna go with the shade 4.3. Where is it? Yeah, 4.3.
And which is crazy because we're never that close to each other. So let's see how this works out. But I do want to do the side of my face really quick. So I'm gonna just take some on the back of my hand and swatch it kind of so you guys can get an idea. That's the shade I think is mine because that other one is kind of way too red.
Yeah, it's a bit light, but we'll see once it oxidizes.
Yeah, they oxidized when they were on our chest, so
yeah.
Let's just.
We'll see.
Yeah, so
it looks okay right now, but we'll see once we have our whole face done. So I normally prime with powder, but I'm not going to do that this time because I really want you guys to see how this applies on its own.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to color correct so you guys can see the coverage. Wow.
Oh damn. So it is full coverage. It's supposed to be buildable to full coverage, so medium to buildable full coverage. And that's
really
kind
hope
of
this oxidizes.
Oh my gosh!
I look like a geisha.
And then you can't do this color, can you?
No, I can't. This is literally the only shade that I can use.
Here,
or it goes too light, or it goes too dark and orange.
I want to see this one. That one might.
No, it's too orange.
Dark, yeah. Wow, I know. And this one is.
And this is the problem that companies don't really try to understand our undertones.
Yeah.
It really takes more than just guessing and just coming out with a color wheel. Like you really have to get real girls in and test these out, with different undertones, because we do have different areas.
You need to take the time to do your research and see, because that's crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll oxidize.
I'm hoping, or maybe once I apply my contour, but I mean, with the foundation, you don't want to have to try and save it. You just want it to work. I shouldn't have to think, maybe I can fix it with contour, and it shouldn't be that way. I will say it applies pretty nicely.
Yeah, and it has a nice finish to it.
It has like a satin finish.
Yeah, it's supposed to have a like velveteen matte finish, and it has that. It's a really nice finish. This one, I don't know, it's like I feel like it looks good, but it kind of, up close and personal, it kind of has like a olivey
olive undertone.
Yeah, it has like an olive undertone, and I'm definitely not no olive undertone.
So definitely with this foundation, you might have to mix them. So you might end up buying two.
That's $80.
Yeah.
That's $80 if you have to mix them. That's ridiculous. I feel like that's so sad though, that this one is literally almost my shade, or like close enough to be my shade, and you're literally one step up from me, and look how light that is.
Yeah.
I'm using 4.4 and she's using 4.3. That's ridiculous.
So this is a comparison from my chest. No, I feel like if they go back to the lab and they really try it out, making more shades, they might be able to be successful with this, because like I said, the formula is really nice. Y'all gotta go back to the lab, beauty blender. We need some half tones, in betweens.
Yeah.
You can't make big jumps like this. Like even Smashbox has 4.0, 4.02, 4.05.
That's what I mean. That shade. Okay, so it went from 3 point what?
It went from 3.75 to 4.1.
Okay, what are you using?
There's not even a 4.0.
That's
We were like spending time trying to find the 4.0. We thought it got lost. It doesn't exist.
So now we are just gonna go in with our regular products. They don't have a concealer or anything else other than beauty blenders. So yeah, let's go ahead. So what are you gonna? Oh, we're both gonna
use our Too Faced.
I'm gonna be using Mahogany,
and I'm using Mocha.
Nina, you look so white.
See how they do me?
You are.
See how they do us?
You see how I look like a clown? Oh my gosh, Nina, you need to back up from the light because.
What's the Michael Jackson song? They don't really care about.
Nina, I'm gonna insert a meme of what you look like. It's a Michael Jackson meme.
I feel like it's just becoming more and more like shambles the more that I just like keep going. Do you see this?
Nina. This is not a laughing matter.
That's how they got me looking like a damn monkey.
This is not a laughing matter. This is horrible.
So we're gonna try to save this.
Shit,
I'm gonna try to pull it together and I'm gonna try to save this.
Okay, so she's gonna contour with 4.5 and I'm gonna contour with my Fenty stick. So honestly, this is as good as it's going to get for her. And for me, I mean, this was kind of my shade. We're gonna go ahead and finish the rest of our face and then come back and kind of just give our final thoughts and reviews because we don't want to spend too much. And the focus of this video is really just on the foundation. So we will be back and we will be done with our faces. And
hopefully I can save it.
Yeah, hopefully she can do something about that. But yeah, we will be alright. Alright guys, so this is the finished look with both of us, obviously.
I think I saved it. Did I save it, you guys? I think I did. I like I said, I like the consistency. I like how creamy it was. I like how easy it was to blend out, how it applied. It didn't stick to any, dry patches on my skin, which I do know I have. I didn't color correct, so it is pretty good coverage. The shade range though is just pitiful.
It's trash.
The amount of work that had to go into fixing this, it just shouldn't be a thing.
Yeah, and the fact that we were only using a shade like one up from each other, that's ridiculous. That shade was so light for her. I feel like that's just crazy because it was only one shade difference between us, and it was just like crazy ridiculous
yeah.
And the work that she had to go into trying to fix it, you shouldn't have to do that. You shouldn't have to mix shades. It should just be your shade. The fact that she literally had to go to town and fix it is kind of really sad. And the fact that the shade range for the dark is so small. I think shade range for light and medium is amazing for fair skinned people, but for people of color, women of color, it's sad, and it shouldn't be that way at this day and age. It's 2018. There's so many people on Instagram, different colors, shape, undertones, all of that. And the fact that they couldn't get this right, especially for their first foundation. I feel like if you're gonna drop a foundation, with everything that has been going on in the beauty community with foundation range and being inclusive, you have to get it right or you're gonna get dragged. It's so pretty, and the concept of it and the packaging, all of it, it's so nice, but you can't, and then even if you have to mix, that's $80.
Yeah, and honestly, there was no way I could mix any of them to get my shade.
Yeah.
So I was just SOL'd from the jump, honestly.
Yeah.
So go back in the lab, beauty blender.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go back and try.
Almost got it.
And honestly, just thinking about women of color, we're your biggest consumers.
Yeah.
That's what I feel. Being in Instagram and Twitter makeup, there's so many women of color, people of color, and we're your biggest consumers. We're the ones who are looking for shades that aren't for us. So if you can be inclusive, that's amazing, but be inclusive. Don't say you're inclusive and not be inclusive. But yeah, I'm actually really happy that we did this video together.
Yeah, I had fun.
Yeah, I think this was a cool idea though, because we get to compare instead of it's kind of like a one-stop place for you guys, because I'm a little bit darker, she's a little bit more lighter yellow, I'm more red, golden, so you got to see the comparison, especially on the swatches of our chest and kind of just the application of it. You kind of got to see a more in-depth review about the foundation and the shade range. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget that these are already available. You can get these on Sephora and I think Beauty Blender. They go for $40. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and we will see you guys next time.
Love you guys. Bye.